Hello everybody, this is Joel, aka Bourbon Dingo, and welcome to episode 37 of my second series on Let's Play Crusader Kings 2. During the last episode, at the very end of the episode, the crusade actually finished down here in Iberia, and for Andalusia, and we had actually gained the land within Andalusia. In the process of giving that land away, my game crashed, which meant that I got dropped back to January 1st. So what I tried to do was basically go back in and recreate everything I did, from imprisoning Duke Somerled here, all the way to basically letting it run up to April 1st here in the hopes that this would finish. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to let it finish, see if we do win that land again. And if we do, I'm going to go ahead and give it another quick break in gameplay and hand everything out. So what we're going to do is we're going to just keep letting time run here. Not sure what was exactly different in those 3 months in that the crusade didn't finish, but possibly there was some luck involved with a one combat or something of that nature, though I'm not seeing too much actually occurring down here. Alright, so we have one of my courtiers believes he's a better steward than one of my other courtiers, and he is. So we're going to go ahead and, even if it's just for one, he's getting up in age, so we're going to go ahead and let him become our new steward. Swing back up here and send him to collect taxes once again. Alright, we also have this one barony floating around that I was tempted to start using to hand off to children when they come of age, but I may go ahead and just get rid of it as it stands. I'm not sure exactly what's going on down here. Alright. The crusade has finished, and we actually gained surprisingly more land this time than we did during the last period we were controlling. During the last period, and I didn't really look at it too close here, we only controlled a bishopric in this area when we took it. What I find funny here is we have somebody here who is in our area, but is apparently still Muslim. So let's go ahead and take a look at him real fast. Send him a gift. Make him feel all nice. And demand his religious conversion. Alright, but we did win that, and before my vassals explode with hatred for all the areas I control and things of that nature, let's go ahead and take that break real fast, and I will see you after I'm done. Alright, and we're back. Basically what I did was I just handed off some of these areas. I also created the title of the Duchy of Granada and handed that off to Murfin here. We could usurp the Duchy of Seville here once these guys get out of combat. So that may be a possibility here. But we're going to get the clock started again. Now see, I'm not sure why he has decided that he doesn't want to join us. We asked him for that. We're considered an infidel. We may have lost some bonus with him whenever we handed him off to someone else. Possibly. Not sure. Alright, we'll let that be someone else's problem. Taking a look, England is currently having its own problems. This is everybody basically setting up some new laws for all the areas I just handed off. One of my daughters passed away and had no children with the Prince of Norway. Okay, so no No possible claims or anything of that nature. The Golden Horde is even delving into Scandinavia now, so that's interesting. The Okanit is massive. The Holy Roman Empire is now basically in Jerusalem, the Sinai Peninsula. And we have a large portion of the Iberian Peninsula. And we had a lot of the central portion of it, but just by sheer luck we gained this much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump speed up here a bit. We're sort of at a point now where we're just kind of waiting for our ruler to pass away. So this is going to be about gaining money and continuing building up our area. We're going to keep 1,000 in reserve for expenditures. I've stolen some more technology. Court chaplain had passed away, so we're going to appoint a new court chaplain. One of the good things about that is we have a lot of new area up here that we can send him off to and try to start converting. Alright. Like I said, I'm going to keep the speed just going up at a nice rate of 4 here. We're waiting for our king to pass away. There's a very interesting thought. Claiming Finland for our wife would put us at odds with the Golden Horde, which is not something I really want to mess with. Still waiting for them to settle. We'll forego pressing that for our wife, though it would cause our son to inherit Finland and these other areas, possibly. I'm not sure what the Finland's inheritance laws are. Let's go ahead and pull up some armies right here, send them off in, start fighting. Alright, and somebody wants out, so we're going to go ahead and toss them in the oubliette. Expand the armies we had fighting. And I believe that our Duke of Cordoba here, the Duke Andrew, just won Aracena, which could allow us to create the Duchy of Seville, which we're going to do, and hand it off to someone. I'm just going to hand it off to the one I like the most, or that I like the most. It appears to be a 0 there, so we're going to hand the Duchy of Seville off to Count Caradog there. Taking a look at our righteous imprisonment, we can imprison the Duke of Leinster here. His heir very much likes us, but I'm not sure how long that would last. So we're going to go ahead and just take a look, see what he was up to. He's acted dishonorably to me. In that case, let's go ahead and toss him in jail. Alright, he's rebelled. He doesn't have much in the way of armies, so what I'm going to do is just those near him. I'm going to go ahead and use the armies from there. this isn't going to be anything that we're really going to rush down as far as I can. Alright. There's been a jihad called for Egypt, and they're going to face the Holy Roman Empire, so I'm not sure how well that's going to work for them. We can call in allies, though the only person we could call in would be our Norman allies, and I'm not real worried about pulling them in right now. Alright, we could attempt to destroy a trade post or leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. Alright, we can usurp the Duchy of Leinster. Which will probably go away when we win this battle, so I'm not too worried about that. A few various areas that we could attempt to claim. Alright, Duke Caid of Toledo has declared Toledan holy war for Mercia. So it appears they might still be going here, which is kind of interesting. Alright, my Chancellor is still sowing some various amounts of distrust between the English. Alright, there has been a attempt to fabricate a claim on the Duchy of Seville. Though I don't think I can do anything with that. There's been some inheritances that have occurred. We're about to take the first area away from Leiflin there. We're going to see if he's willing to offer peace yet. Barely has any soldiers as it is. I believe we're going to go ahead and try to speed things along. Add in a few more. Okay, we have Count Sergion of the Isle of Man, who's attempting to claim the Duchy of Reged, and we do not want him to be able to do that. Just ask him to end the plot. He is of our dynasty, so we don't want to immediately lose him. Alright, this is likely going to be and one of our people that we had given the Duchy of Grenada to has their son-in-law. Okay, that's interesting. Her daughter married him, and they hadn't had any children. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to see about inviting her back to our court. Okay, she is currently among our court. Let's go ahead and arrange a matrilineal marriage to Ednoain here. Alright, and before we go too much further, I'm going to hand him, it should be the Duchy of Grenada along with the County of Grenada. No, he gets the County of Malaga. Currently have the County of Grenada as a title. Let's go ahead and hand him the Duchy of Grenada along with the County of Malaga. Figure out why I have a county down. Oh, no, because he did have the county of it. He was getting vassalage of Malaga. Got it. He's ready to surrender. We're going to go ahead and revoke his title from him. I'm just going to take the county away from him because I believe that will also give us... That will also just destroy the duchy. Yeah, destroy the duchy. I very much need to figure out how to get this vassalage back. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and hand the new area off to a princess here. This was a traditional marriage, and he does not control anything. I'm not sure what to do about that. Let's go ahead and just take a look at my court once again. Find someone. In fact, all I'm going to do is I'm going to start keeping the county of Leinster. And until I can force someone out of the Isle of Man to lose Ossory, I'll just keep it. Alright, we have a court chaplain who believes he's a better court chaplain than we currently have, and he is. So we're going to go ahead and allow him to take over the court chaplain position. Send him back into, we'll say Grenada, to change it over to the Catholic religion. Alright, we've gained a little bit of money here, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to drop the speed down to 3, and we're going to continue this out to the end of the year, and I'm going to call it quits at that point. A little bit early, but I've got quite a bit of editing to do from some mistakes on between these two episodes, so I want to take a look real fast, see if I've gained the ability to hold a grand tournament, and I haven't. They can hold a feast, however, and that's what we're going to do. As I said, I'm going to hold off on creating the Duchy of Leinster until I've got someone to put in a position there or otherwise. Right, let's go ahead and build a large archery range. Alright, we're going to hold off on spending too much gold on this feast. We'll spend just enough to satisfy everyone's hunger, send out the invitations. I should expect to see some people decline. But it appears nobody declined. Someone wasn't willing to drink more, so we're angry at him a little bit. What I'll do is I'll let the actual clock run until the feast is over. Alright, I could imprison the Count of Gloucester, but we're just going to go ahead and get him to end his plot. Alright, someone else refused some wine. A castle has finished production in Chester. We'll have to look at that. We may have started building a castle. Okay, we did. But I did not actually... I wasn't the one that actually did it. Someone else started building it. Because I don't have control of the castle. Which is interesting. Alright, and someone got up and gave a speech, talked about how good my food was. Alright, and then we had a bishop who was imprisoned kill someone. And I am not just, so we're going to go ahead and imprison him because, you know, it drops all vassals' opinion of us by 20, though. I'm just going to have to spend gold to keep that quiet. And the last of the guests returned home and everyone loved it. Alright. we're going to go ahead and call it quits right here. We did fairly, I want to say we did fairly well, though this was pure luck. I really didn't involve myself too much in it. I don't mind, to be honest. The Holy Roman Empire is spreading out massively throughout here. They're collecting some areas, as well as the Ilkhanate. The Golden Horde is spreading north, though it appears the Ilkhanate is eating into them almost continuously. But we're going to go ahead and let you guys go, and I will see you during the next episode. Thanks for watching.